Crooked Culprits Podcast.
Crooked Culprits.
Welcome back to the Crooked Culprits, episode 28, with our resident ICE agent and your resident Rice agent.
The Rice agent!
Yeah!
That's a great Rice agent.
Rice agent.
I like your rice hat, dude.
Thank you.
We're donning our tactical gear, getting ready for, Trump's America,
Yeah.
geared up for the fucking war. So.
Right? Yeah, fucking, hey, you gotta go into the Civil War somehow.
Yeah, dude, fucking gotta get jiggy with it at some point.
And we can't give them any, idea of where to deport us, so,
That's right. You gotta keep them guessing, man. You never. Where are they from? Fucking. I don't know, dude. He had a Mexican flag, a rice hat, and
Get the Italian.
and then he had one of those fucking burkas. I don't know where the fuck they're from. Did you hear about the burka thing? They're having. This is real. They're having the women that wear the whatever I think it's called a burqa. The Muslim religious thing. They're actually having them do just one eye now because two eyes is a little too promiscuous, dog. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't want to see those
Bro,
ankles
you showing
or those
an eye,
eyes.
showing a little eye there, girl.
You showing a little
showing a little
eye.
leg. No, you showing a little eye, baby.
You give me that ear and I come right away.
Oh.
Yeah, I get that. A little ear,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, right in there.
Beautiful. Well, this is going to be a hot one for him, man.
Yeah, it is. Let's gong us in really quick.
Boom. Little announcement here to start with. At the end of the episode, we're going to be doing a very special feature of Old Boys short film with Bobby Lee and David Choe. I saw that one when it premiered and was really impressed. It's very avant-garde. David Choe's a true artist, and so stick around after the little sign-off there. We're going to do a little soft sign-off and then we'll start the thing for everybody that wants to hang around and watch that with us, and then we'll discuss a little bit at the end, and we'll be out for real, So,
for real.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be cool. David Choe is a really cool guy. He was talking to some of the Star Wars execs, and he was like, in wartime and with propaganda, there's always graffiti, propaganda, and all this kind of stuff in wars, and you never have any of that in Star Wars. He was like, they were like, you should add it, David, and he was like, all right, hell yeah. And at the end, when they were like, well, we're going to pay you this crazy thing. And he was like, actually, I don't want to be paid. And they were like, really? And he was like, he's got money too. But, he also is the kind of guy that would do that, And Disney actually said, they were like, you're the only one in 80 years that's turned down a check from Disney.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to pass up that Disney dollar.
But all he wanted was to be featured in the thing. And, he learned 6 different languages in Star Wars to do his 5 seconds cameo where he goes, yeah,
That's amazing.
And he rips, dude. He rips.
Hey, yeah.
But yeah, no, really artsy guy. So it definitely shows through in this film.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
And, just like Death and Ramen, Bobby's got his other side too, like that. I love how, deep that was in some way,
Right? Yeah.
So.
No, Death by Ramen was really well done. Really liked it.
You got your hat. You ready, dude? You turn
I'm
it
right.
on,
I'm
That's
channeling my inner Bobby Lee.
Exactly. That's
Sorry.
when we have him on the show. We're gonna be like, we just thought you'd like that.
Yeah, but first we're gonna have Tom and Bird on the show. So.
Yeah, dude. Bird Krishna.
Yeah, Bird Krishna.
Bird Krishna.
Yeah.
All right, baby. Speaking of Bird, fucking, we got a video for you here with Bird doing a fucking ultra fucking thing in WWE here. He got down, baby, so giving him the business. All right, here he goes. It's the man.
Right here?
Yeah.
What?
Because I wasn't supposed to do any of
Wasn't
this.
supposed to.
Unscripted, baby. According to the Bird. Couple dudes with their jack dudes with their
That's his
shirts
moment of
off,
panicking?
taking his belt off. You take care of him, I'll take
really
care of him. Then you two guys take care of each other.
Please wake up, CM Punk. Please wake up. There you go. Look at this.
CM Punk, he had a little stint in the UFC there.
You're really gonna smack that guy with
It scares me.
But unfortunately, even though he did approach it with full respect and did it the right way, you can't fight guys that have been doing this for 28 years. And he's also 49. He's just,
Look at this. Tommy, not my best look. I should have kept the belt
At least
on.
he came at it with
Look at this.
respect. That's the main fucking thing. So everybody,
Oh, dude.
Look at that. Do it again.
To his
Pun's
credit.
going, do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
Boom! all right. That was good, though. Yeah, dude. The bird.
Yeah.
Bird Krishna.
He got it.
He gave it to him, baby.
WWE. Totally unscripted, super real.
According to the bird, man. Yeah, no, he's a good sport, you know. But he has a new special out on Netflix, about a month ago or so. Maybe a little longer now when this episode airs, but it's called Lucky. It's out now on Netflix, and the first joke just fucking slaps right out of the gate. That him and about his wife going down on the old kazoots. It was really good. So definitely go and check that out on Netflix. Give Birdie Boy some love, and say hello to the YMH crew. Another thing, YMH, we got Tom Segura. Like they were saying, he's got his new sketch show out on Netflix that just came out a couple weeks ago called Bad Thoughts. That is, it's dark and hilarious, very much the style of the humor, style of the Culprits. So
Definitely.
we hope to make some similar toned, stuff in the future.
Absolutely.
Some funny stuff always, or at least a lot of the time, But I'd really like to add some other elements, make some fucking action comedy type but bring that, there's action comedy movies, but you don't get that a lot in short content.
No,
yeah. You might have some ninja shit, you might have some other action thing, some choreographed fighting thing, but rarely are you going to have something like that can actually have some really good comedic tone to it and, break that balance. So, see what comes up, for the Culprits here, May end up doing some characters based off of the Fabric of the Universe stuff, So, yeah, big shout out to Fabric of the Universe, company in LA making some basically cyber tech, cyberpunk techwear type stuff, and it's really high quality, and wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, but it feels good, baby.
Yeah.
Nice thick materials, and everything seems really high quality, and they seem to have good support and answer back and forth, and so not too bad, not too bad prices either, So yeah, go get you some fabric, baby, of the universe, and yeah, dude, moving along to the Blue Origins space flight.
Speaking of the universe.
Yeah, dude. She transcended, dude. She's an extraterrestrial now.
Oh my gosh. Her song. Was it because she kissed a girl and that's how she became an extraterrestrial?
Oh, right.
She liked it and became an extraterrestrial.
Yeah, dude. That's why Trump sent her to space.
Right.
Trump was like, get these women out of here.
Yeah.
Send them off in a cock-shaped rocket.
Right.
What do you think
that
of
that was just Jeff Bezos promising the ride of a lifetime and having it only last 5 minutes. So,
That's a good one, man.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah,
they didn't.
Good.
They were deeply unsatisfied.
The hits though, man. They were only up there for
I think it was
just
an
a wiener
8
bit.
or 9, maybe 10. I don't think it was longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, they didn't go as far as the astronauts. And it's like, they did go to space. Whatever,
honestly, getting past, a certain point, you're in space.
Yeah.
And I don't know, everybody was giving them shit for, you could, give it to all the children starving in Africa. But it was
oh, yeah, the money could have been spent better, for things like that. And that's definitely true. But your point was that, it wasn't like they took it out of the mouths of starving children.
Exactly. Yeah, it was it was going towards that anyway. Having a bunch of people go up to space in general, we're kind of still in a space race, sort of.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we hit the moon.
People, every time they see a picture of the moon, where's the flag? It's you realize the moon isn't a fucking 5x5 room, right?
It's not like a giant
it's
flag
like a small
right here.
planet.
Yeah.
Like,
Right, yeah. Believe it or not, it does have its own gravitational force. Just like your mom.
Yeah! Damn. Told him, Shawnees, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Hit him right in the joogie today.
Yeah.
And then, did you see when she... Yeah, and then when she touched back down to earth, she was kissing the fucking ground and everything. That was pretty funny.
Well, I mean, like, honestly, though, like, that shit, like, blows up. Like, I mean... yes, it was a little ridiculous, but at the same time, it's like, A, it's Jeff Bezos' rocket, so, like, I wouldn't trust that shit. And B, like, you are blowing shit up to go high up into the sky and then fall back down.
She seems like a character that, like, she's married to Russell Brand in real life, but she seems like a character that would be married to Russell Brand's character in...
movie idea, Katy
Forgetting
Perry.
Sarah Marshall. Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, she's like one of the weird wives where he's like, I'm fucking Aldous Slamma. Yeah, dude.
Oh my God. Forgetting Sarah Marshall was amazing.
Yeah, dude. I'll never forget John, what's his name's Hogg at the end of the movie. Just
I don't remember
yeah,
that.
Dude, he was full hogging it at the end of the movie.
Hey, you know, sometimes you gotta
swing
hog the
that
screen,
thing.
you know?
And but then she goes to fucking Coachella, and could you imagine paying $3,000 to see this bitch get out a lightsaber? And I mean, she couldn't even bother
for
to
free
learn
on YouTube.
She couldn't even bother to learn a single like choreography. She's literally, I mean, you gotta show it. Show the kids, what they're missing here. This is amazing. You pull this up for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's out there on stage, and it reminds me of when we were in my kids in the backyard fighting the bush with the swords. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And never stood a chance.
We beat that bush up.
I'm telling you, man, she could learn a thing or two from that bush. Damn.
Hopefully that bush didn't do 9/11.
Oh man.
All right, here's the Katy Perry sword fighting.
Oh yeah, show 'em her moves, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. No, watch out. I don't think you can grab lightsabers, dude. That breaks the lore, you know?
No. This is a Disney lightsaber.
Oh, you can just
so
fucking...
it's totally fine. Yeah, you can
those things.
Yeah, exactly. Also, like,
Look at that.
what aliens are these?
Yeah, those are some strange little wombats.
And like, their sword arms can fight a lightsaber? Where is that in the Star Wars lore?
Man, when she fights the fucking LED wall in the beginning, that's really good.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Fucking.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to throw up the LED wall here. Look at the beginning of this here. And she's gonna come out with the LEDs, and she's there. Look at her there. She's fighting. She's whoo. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I love the beginning of that with the LED wall. That's classic.
Right. And then we'll throw up the spaceship because it looks like a giant.
Dick,
Yeah.
take a look out of starboard.
Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, where?
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with two balls.
What is that? That looks just like an enormous...
Wang, pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous flying...
Willie,
Yeah.
what's that?
Well, it looks like a giant...
Johnson.
Very impressive. Very impressive, you know what I mean?
Very.
That's a whole hog there, you know? So it's got a nice mushroom on it. This right here is the blue origin, some have said.
Right? This is the origin of the blue shroom penis.
Yeah, it looks like the guy Schmeckel from The Watchmen, Blue Penis Man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Dr. Penis Man. What was his name? Yeah, there you go.
Dr. Man Penis Man.
Exactly. Dr. Man Penis. Very cool. He was actually the first one of the Blue Man Group.
Oh, nice. I thought I recognized him.
Exactly, dude.
That's fair.
But,
That's fair.
what do you think of the whole sending them to space thing and all that? People were really upset about that and everything. It's just...
I don't know. Again, I see the argument of like the money could be used to something else, but like we said, it was going to be used for this anyway. And like,
yeah, that was rich people fun money.
Yeah,
it was,
and
right,
like, I mean, if I was a rich person and I could afford it, like, I'd probably go to space too.
Yeah, it sounds good. It also, I think it sounded good to those Titan submarine guys too. They're like, you want to go to the bottom?
You want to go to the bottom of the ocean?
You want to see the Titanic?
Yeah, sure, fucking sure. Why not?
It's Disney is running the new Titan tours.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Disney.
It's Ariel's underwater.
Jews don't get on that Titanic.
Jews don't get off that bus.
But like, I don't know.
Man.
I think that the money and the resources that we spend on a lot of this frivolous stuff is just ridiculous. I mean, Jeff Bezos has $1 trillion company, and his workers are on food stamps. And I get that they're just numbers, they're just whatever. But like, we don't treat people like human beings. And I just think that like, yeah, okay, whoop-de-doo, you went to space. But also like, what can we do in space? What is there to do in space? We just found a...
Bro, Katy Perry had to fight the Martians. You didn't see that?
Sorry about that.
That video was that was not Coachella. That was taken directly from the moon thing. They got up there. She fucking...
I thought I saw Darth Vader in the background.
Oh, she held it. Yeah, dude. she took him out too, dude.
Well, she was one of the Inquisitors.
Yeah, dude. Darth Vader, very, very hip in the modern society. Also based off of Nazi stuff. Very cool.
I don't know if this was like real or not because everything on the internet, but I think we just found I think it was 7 or 17 light years away or some ridiculous, I don't know. It was like millions of light years or something with sevens and numbers.
20,000 leagues out in the space.
Yes. They found a planet with what looks to be lights.
Oh.
Like actual like man-made lights on it. And so
somebody was they zoomed way in and the Martian was like,
yeah, it's like, do you see that?
Fuck you.
They're like, we stayed away from you specifically.
That's funny.
And like, it'd be cool, like, to travel and like explore space, but A, we do not have the technology.
Yeah.
B, okay, yeah, like we're hitting the atmosphere. Like, whoop-de-doo. Like, can we protect the planet for like 3 years? 3 years, and we could alter the entire planet's ecosystem to be better for everybody. And I will digress.
There's so much that could be done with the funds with that kind of stuff. You could, problem is, you put $1 million, a couple billion into it today, you could feed everyone in the world, but the infrastructure's there that most of that money wouldn't go to those people. It would get lost amongst the like corrupt governments, corrupt organizations, things that are misrun, mismanaged.
Yeah.
So really, in order to save the people, it's kind of the whole like you give them a fish, you feed them for a day, you teach them to fish, feed them for a lifetime. We got to build infrastructure into those kind of places.
Yeah, the system is rigged and corrupt and everything. And like I said, like he could just pay his employees a livable wage.
That's my thing, fine. With our business as it grows, the more employees that we tack on, our philosophy is that, people that work with us, for us and with us, are we want to treat those people, I think that's where our human responsibility starts, especially those in leadership positions.
Very much so.
When you have the opportunity to do those things, then, I think that's the important thing. Some people are like, where do we start with like saving the world? And it starts right here in your backyard with the people you work with. Like you said, Jeff Bezos, he doesn't have to feed the world today, but you can pay your fucking people.
Yeah.
One of your people has their kid gets arm broken. It's an $18,000 bill. It's going to fuck them up for life. It's not a thing for you at all. But if you went in and paid that medical bill for that family, what that would mean to them. Anyway,
being an American citizen doesn't get you anything anymore.
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure. You don't get a retirement. You get a fuck you and a handshake, and they don't even give you a little watch.
And $800,000 in medical debt.
Yeah, dude. Very cool.
Like, that's the American dream.
I saw a thing with this dude that was like 80, and he was a comedian, and he's like, one of his things he was hitting. Yeah, he was literally like 80, but he was hitting on stage as a comedian. And one of his jokes was like, so, just paid off my student debt. Nice. Such a good joke. Just because of his age, all he had to say was that. And it's like that and his age is the joke. I was like, dude, everyone's like, ah.
See, that's just a really quick divergent thing. Fucking student loans. Like, I totally get giving people loans to go to school and then having them pay them back. I think that if you took out the loans, you should pay them back, whatever. But the interest rate and it's so predatory. It's like, okay, yeah, you took out $25,000 in debt. Now you owe $60,000 8 years later, and you've already paid $35,000.
Well, and the whole thing it's like, well, then don't do it. And it's like, well, did you want to go to college? Because, if you don't have the money in your pocket, then you got to do it somewhere.
Although, at this point, unless you're going to be a doctor or like something super specific, college is so useless.
Yeah, like, I mean, when I got out and I was getting into the audio engineering industry, I asked some of the top, heads of like some of the bigger AV companies out here in Denver, do you think I should, go to college for this? And like, that's a big waste of time. There are kids that come out and they're like 25 and they still don't know jack. Yeah. And they're going to be right where you are in like a year. You know what I mean? And I saw those guys and I was like very experienced because I got all my experience in the field. And, they were just coming
6 years
out.
of experience on them.
Exactly, yeah.
And I don't know, like I miss the
paid
structure.
To learn as well.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, 100%. And I miss the structure of school. Like I like the constant knowledge and the learning and stuff, but like to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to take a class and then to also be forced to take classes that have nothing to do with what you're actually going for. College is supposed to be streamlined. Exactly. I don't want to take AP Bio when I'm going into like, I don't know, I can't think of any. Engineering.
Right. No, yeah.
Film studies.
The way it's designed is very convoluted. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense anymore, And, sometimes you got to update the system, and I think it's falling behind there. And
well, it hasn't changed for 100 years. And honestly, there really hasn't been a need to change the education system. It's just like right now with technology and AI and everything that we have, I mean, we could create a really cool educational structure that is now ready for the change. Because if you would have changed it 30 years ago, no point. Really, like, no reason to change it. Yeah. But like now with technology, I mean, it's just absolutely absurd. But yeah, I digress on all education.
I regress. I
re-digress.
You re-die? Oh my God.
I always re-die.
Bro, re-dying hard. Yeah, and then, up on our list, we had to talk about the Hunger Games TV show.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Well, speaking of assembly lines.
They're making a Hunger Games TV show, everybody.
A Hunger Games TV show. Yeah, it's gonna include Trump as President Snow.
Yeah, dude.
Or President Orange, I guess.
Yeah, dude. And then the evil chick will be, that'll be Kristi Nomes.
Yeah.
With the little outfit. Yeah. The little snooty one with the fucked up haircut. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so amazing. We have 2 immigrant children who are fighting for their lives. Yay.
That's funny.
Oh God, yeah, that whole thing is fucking nuts.
But yeah, so Rob Warsoff came up with the idea to, come up with a immigrant game show where contestants would compete for, their citizenship here in America by attempting to be the most American.
Yeah, and instead of getting eliminated, you just get deported.
Yeah, they take away your glove. They give you a baseball glove, no glove for you.
And the challenges are absurd. An assembly
they'll
line
deport you
in
away
Detroit.
On the citizenship.
The citizenship.
That's not what the show is going to be called. But they're gonna
the show's
deport
the American
on the citizenship.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. They come in and then they go out on the citizenship. Ridiculous.
They're just gonna start deporting all of us on these ships.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they won't have any idea where to deport us.
That's what I mean, dude. Where is it?
Transformers.
We're gonna do blackface next week. So.
Yeah. You do blackface, I'll do yellow face.
You do rice face? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't do two. I'll be blackface, you be yellow face.
Oh, cool.
Or should you be red?
Yeah, I want to be red.
We gotta get the Native Americans in here somehow.
I'm gonna be the Washington Redskins.
There you go, yeah. Because God forbid, America represents them at all.
I love how the Washington Redskins were like, okay, we can't be the Redskins anymore. That's outdated. We're the Commanders now. They were nothing for years. They were just Washington. Then they're like, okay, we're the Commanders, which is like, okay, fair enough. Commanders is fine. But I love how fucking the Kansas City Chiefs were like, fuck that.
Yeah.
This is Kansas, dude.
Yeah, we're the Chiefs.
This is Kansas. We live in the fucking woods with no. This is like ding ding ding. Like fucking there ain't nothing out there but banjos and grass, dog.
Yeah. Well, and so with this TV show, reality TV show that they want to do, one of the challenges is going to Detroit and working on an assembly line. It's
how does it challenge?
Yes, but how do you get eliminated from that? Do you just lose a finger or
Yeah, dude. First one to fucking get pressed into the machine or run over by a car loses.
Dude, fucking, I just get mad Willy Wonka vibes of how they get blown up. It's just that. Or Wisconsin and log rolling. It's is that
Willy
Wonka
times Squid Games, dude.
Yes!
Yeah, dude.
Yes!
Squilly Wonka.
Squilly Wonka.
Squiddy Wonka.
Willy Games.
The Willy Games.
The Willy Games.
I don't know if I want to play
get
that game.
Mr. Beast on that one.
Mr. Beast, dude.
All right, Mr. Beast. Willy Games. Let's go.
That's wild, dude. Yeah, and, so...
so
initially,
dumb.
all the reports said it was coming from Kristi Noem being proposing it, but once they asked her in court, she was like, especially after seeing all the backlash, she definitely was like, oh, I don't know anything about that. I had no part in that. But that was after all the backlash came, so it's very possible and probably pretty likely that she separated herself.
A politician backed off on something.
Yeah, exactly. We heard a few confirmations that she did, a few confirmations she didn't. There's a lot of mixed news.
But she did kill that dog.
She did kill that dog. Kristi Noem, one man fucking oh my god.
Kill shelter.
One man kill shelter, dude.
One woman kill shelter.
One woman kill shelter, dude. Yeah,
right,
shout out to the Daily Show, dude.
Yeah,
Ronnie Chang.
Yeah, fucking
dude,
hilarious.
Ronnie Chang.
Yeah.
Chang. Yeah,
so ridiculous. My last thing on the immigration thing.
Yeah.
Because he even said that if you take 5 minutes to think about it critically, it's about America and all this stuff, and it's dude, A, fuck off.
Yeah.
B, yes, we have an immigration problem, not in that way. We not being able to get citizenship in a timely fashion and being able to pay to get an expedited citizenship is ridiculous. You should come in, it should take 5, maybe 10 years maximum, and you should just be a citizen, because then we have these companies that are taking advantage of all these other immigrants who they pay under the table at dirt wages, and they have to do it because they're here illegally. And it would just be we just need to reform the whole immigration system to be more streamlined. We have the technology, people.
We have the technology. We can make him better.
We can make this country better. And you vote for Trump.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. So did you hear about in court? They were also grilling Kristi Noem. More interestingly, about her knowledge of or lack thereof of her job basically, and she's
it is her job.
The defense. She's the whatever a defense thing.
She's some dumb bitch.
She has something. She's like the major. Here, look up the title. What is Kristi Noem's title? Hit me with the title. But. Point is Kristi Noem is the government official that is supposed to be in charge of this kind of stuff with the,
United States Secretary of of Homeland Security.
She's the Secretary of Homeland Security. And she has no idea what habeas corpus is.
Yeah.
Now, you may not know what habeas corpus is. That's fine. This isn't your job, but she is the Secretary of Homeland Security. To me and you, sounds like a fucking Harry Potter spell. It might make you invisible. Ah, you know what I mean? And so, but she, when she was asked what she thought it meant, she's like, yeah, it's Trump's right to deport people to, and they're like, no, I'm gonna stop you right there. That is wrong. It is literally the opposite of that. And then they're like, do you know, like which article it is, which thing it's from? And, she basically was like, I do not, and like, I do not. And then they were like, it's literally from chapter 1, article 1. It is from the first one. You didn't read the first page, lady.
Yeah.
My God, so.
Well, we just have so many incompetent people who have just gotten to their places because their friends have been in high places and they've just been like, ooh, I want to be governor of Poland now.
Yeah, well, Trump's making everybody.
Yeah, he wants Greenland.
Yeah,
he
dude,
wants
Vanilla
Canada.
Ice is gonna be the fucking, the Homeland
Have
director.
you seen the Jim Carrey spoof song of Vanilla Ice?
No.
I have to. We have to watch.
Hitting this
Hold
with the
on.
Carrey.
Yeah, you gotta see this. Nothing rhymes with Winkle. Yeah.
No, that's great.
Yeah,
that's great, dude.
Do a quick 30-second.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
So funny.
Yeah, dude. But what's crazy is the dude that came up with the idea for the TV show, in at least in structure, because it's been around for a while. The concept.
Yeah.
Christy Nome, I believe, was going to propose it, whether or not she admits that or not. But Rob Warsoff is the one that created it, like we were saying, and he's from Montreal in Canada, so him himself is an immigrant. You know,
he took the citizenship test, he did everything,
Yeah.
and it's like, and he obviously didn't read the Hunger Games.
Yeah, it didn't work out so well for them, did it?
Right? Yeah, fucking ridiculous.
I
It's
think
like,
we need to give you, Rob Warsoff, the catapult.
right? Give him the catapult.
Funny, dude. Yeah, dude, give him the catapult.
Yeah.
So what do you think? We deport him to the catapult him to the Venezuelan prison. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Just like we did with our U.S. citizen.
Yeah, our boy
Fucking-
Kilmar Garcia.
Yeah, he sounds like he's worse off.
Dude, they Kilmar, dude.
Dude,
Harold and Kilmar is not going to be as funny.
No, it is not.
And they went to Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorite jokes. Is waterboarding at Guantanamo Bay. It sounds really fun if you have no idea what either of those things are.
Yeah, dude. I hear that's where they have the meat stick surprise or whatever. What was it?
Cock meat sandwich.
Yeah, cock meat sandwich there.
Yeah.
You don't want a cock meat sandwich,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. I cannot believe that Trump just ignored the Supreme Court's ruling to bring him back. Like, I 1,000% think he's dead. I think they deported him.
That's
they
a good
took
point.
him there,
Yeah.
and he's dead, and they can't bring him back.
To me, the Venezuelan prison is a really dangerous, place, and
Yeah.
it's full of all sorts of really dangerous,
Really cool guys.
Yeah, really cool guys.
Yeah.
A bunch of really cool guys, baby.
And Trump wants him to make 5 more prisons. It's like, what? Like, so Hitler-esque.
It's very Hitler.
Very Hitler.
Very Hitler.
Trump, fuck you.
But that, speaking of cool guys, that reminds me of our first, first addition to the Cool Guy Club, the cool girl.
The cool girl.
Yeah, dude. Elaine Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
She's beautiful, dude.
Beautiful. Well, happy Pride Month. We're excited
Happy
that you
Pride
finally
Month.
came out
Yeah,
and had the
dude.
balls to transition.
Yeah, dude. But you better be careful transitioning here in Trump's America, Elaine.
Yeah.
Elaine Musk, dude.
Elaine, we support you and we love you for all that you are.
That's a big fat Boy Scout salute to the Elaine Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good, dude. That's how they do it in Riceland.
Yeah, they do. In Riceland. Rice is Slovakia.
Yeah, dude. But, a little step away from all of that, I wanted to give a little shout out here to BRYAN KRAUSS over at IPATH. One of the best OG skate shoe companies since '91. I lost a pair of the Grasshoppers in a big thing that, again, I can't get into right now. But it was really traumatic losing those, and along with a lot of other stuff, and getting them back, they were very dear to me, and getting them back meant a ton, So, these were, a shoe I had, in high school even, so I had them for years and years, and kept them in mint condition, and, losing those was a real bummer. So, having these sent out, really meant a ton, and, they got me the perfect pair here. So,
nice.
Big shout out to BRYAN again at BRYAN KRAUSS over at IPATH. We really appreciate you, man. Meant a lot. Keep on pushing, baby.
Woo!
Moving through the pood.
The pood?
Yeah, the pood, man. We have a little music video for you here, dude.
We do,
Fucking, you remember us talking about the, vote for the Donald guy. Vote for the Donald. He's got a new contender, isn't it great?
At least he has some fucking rhythm.
Oh, well, baby. Yeah, I had that in my head for like 3 weeks after that because they showed it so many times during the fucking YMH special.
They showed it so many times.
Very funny.
All right, yeah, you ready to get cringed?
Cringe me, daddy.
All right.
Tesla is not the enemy. Tesla is an American company. Praying peace, prosperity, and protection in the mighty name of Jesus Christ.
I'll give you some
God's
protection.
Son.
You bring the protection.
Satan
yeah, daddy.
Is the enemy.
Fucking put a garbage bag on his shit.
To kill, steal, and destroy our country. Praying wisdom, peace, and protection. In the mighty name
Come on, guys.
of Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
God's Son. Yes, he loves me.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesus loves me.
Goddamn, all right, bring back the truck guy. Vote for the Donald. Isn't it great? Vote for the Donald. He'll make you an egg.
Ooh.
He'll take all your eggs.
He'll just make them really expensive.
Yeah, dude.
You wanted your eggs for $50.99?
He's like, I made them so affordable. Look at them, $29 a box. What were they before?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He has no idea.
He didn't know.
He never
yeah.
went to the grocery.
Yeah.
He went to the grocery store, saw him $29. He was like, it's great.
Good deal. Yeah.
He got 12 of them?
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta pay $29. I gotta pay like $79 a fucking omelet over here at the White House. Come on,
exactly.
Dude. He doesn't live at the White House. He's over at Mar-a-Lago's.
Right? Yeah, seriously. Well, that's the problem. All of these people are so out of touch with the regular American people.
I think he's a clone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was
clones.
saying Biden's a clone, dude.
Yeah.
They killed Biden, and now he's a clone.
Yeah. Well, like in Invincible, they have all those clones and stuff, of people. Or not clones, but like robots.
Yeah, dude.
They just replace them with robot parts.
Yeah, dude.
Fighting Donald Trump, he just fucking like impounds your face.
I love twins.
Yeah.
I love twins. Oh man, dude, she's amazing. She's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. But this is who the cult is for. I got you this nice little Star Wars edit for you.
Oh yeah, show us the people.
Yeah.
It's Elaine. Elaine Musk.
This is what victory feels like. Yeah. This is important, some are not, but this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
That is who you. If you support Tesla, that is who you support.
They do the, and then the fucking heart goes flying.
Yeah. Woo.
That'll be a good one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. So, with that going, and you heard, like a month ago or whatever, Elaine Musk over there challenged Jon Stewie's over at The Daily Show to a little thing saying, hey, if the episode was unedited, I'd actually come on the show, give him a little piece of my mind. And, which is hilarious because The Daily Show is live and literally has almost always been unedited, So, obviously they called him out and invited him on the show and, saying, of course it'll be unedited, just like it always is. And once he realized that, of course, he backed out immediately, just backpedaled,
I think all of our and he's not a politician, but I think all of our politicians should have to do an unedited, just debate with Jon Stewart.
Yeah, right.
Just one after
We'd have
another.
a lot less politicians, dude.
Fucking fine.
That's the
Let's
thing.
get rid of them.
Well, and like you said, man, John is a real political activist. Like if there's a 1 through 10, he's probably about a 9.
Yeah. If not 10.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's serious. His knowledge is fucking off the chain.
Uncontested.
He's a funny guy. But, when you're not doing the funny guy show, that man's fucking nobody wants to fuck with him. And so once Elaine realized he would have to, go toe to toe with John in the ring, he was like, there's no fucking way.
He'd have a better chance against Logan Paul.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, cuz.
Yeah, cuz.
Oh, grab your furniture. Oh, man. We got another Trump classic for you. Don't think we was going to leave you high and dry on the Fuhrer today. All right? So, we got another Trump classic and show them what the kids are missing, baby.
All right, kids.
Yeah.
In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire.
Oh my God. And it is amazing.
It's so funny, yeah. Fucking Tucker Carlson.
This is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
Yo.
That's how liberty dies.
With thunderous applause.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep. Fucking Natalie Portman telling it like it is.
Girl, let me tell you. Anyway. So, yeah, dude. So, with that ends the, initial creative portion of the podcast. And we're trying to make this a new segment on the pod here, where at the end, when we sign off, we're going to try to feature short films that we really believe in and just want to give some love to. We're not necessarily paid. Occasionally we will be collaborating with some of these people. But the main thing is that we believe in these projects and we want to give them some love, some airtime, and, some free publicity, and, our boy, from Bad Friends, Bobby Lee, he's one of our favorites, he's one of the guys that had given us a lot of inspiration for our show. And, we love those guys. And, so I love his shorts, and we were talking about Death and Ramen earlier in the pod. That was an amazing one. Love what you had to say about it, and now we're gonna sit back and enjoy this. So for anybody that wants to stick around with us, we're gonna fucking get into this right now. We're gonna feature the whole film, and at the end of the video, we're going to discuss it. So let's sit back. Sean and I are gonna become from some sexy floating heads, and give a little bit of the sea.
All right, beautiful. You got your popcorn?
I do. Take it away, Daddy.
That does look like Bobby Lee's room.
Right? Dude, he games on such a small screen.
I didn't realize we were watching The Karate Kid.
This is what VR looks like in the future. You just got contact lenses and everybody's just jacked. Oh my God, he would make an amazing Mr. Miyagi. This shit is wild. The Choe Show. It's gonna be good.
Everything you've ever wanted, everything. Do you know what you mean to me? That's why I asked you, are you open?
This is what those men's retreats look like. Everybody just goes cries and jacks up.
Man. God, that's so annoying. I'd be so upset with you if somebody fucking. Oh, nice. The costume change.
Whoa! Whoa, what? Here, come here, give me a hug. Alright. You lost a lot of weight. I just saw you, what, like a few months ago?
Yeah, because I went manic. I couldn't eat or sleep for 2 months.
Sorry, that's very Asian to...
What, look?
No, just to comment on your weight first thing. You want to go slow or you want to jump in hard? Like
I have all day, so...
Let's start slow then.
I want to start real slow.
Let's start
like
real
deep slow.
Yeah.
Because, I'm not myself right now.
Okay.
I have 30 days sober. I just got out. You know what I mean? I quit porn, cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, all of it.
Video games?
No, but I'm doing like contractually, like an hour and a half. And
So it's for work.
Yeah, it's for a contract to myself not to go overdo it.
Oh, I thought you meant you were about to say you had a contract with a video game company that you have to play an hour.
No. I did a contract to myself, like be mindful about how much you play. And
in the contract to yourself, do you have like someone to hold you accountable for that?
Yeah, I cut myself accountable.
Okay.
Okay.
You're lying.
Why?
You go over an hour and a half.
No, I don't.
At an hour and a half, you go, oh, that's my contract.
First of all, I've been only home for 6 days, right? This guy, he's not good enough. He doesn't say congratulations for 30 days, no porn, no cigarettes, no fucking drugs and alcohol. And he goes, well, what about the video games? It's like, I'm sorry, I'm not fucking Jesus, bro.
Are you drunk right now?
No. No, dude, I'm fine.
Are you high?
No, dude, my A sponsor's coming over tomorrow to do the first step, dude. I'm fucking going to meetings every day. What the fuck, man? Are you high?
Why are you getting so...
I'm not being defensive. I'm just saying I
haven't seen you. I'm not accusing you. I'm asking you a question.
I love you.
You come in and you're like, I don't watch porn, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I'm like,
can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
You saved my life. See, you saved my life.
I thought we're starting slow.
We are. You saved my life. Without your guidance, I wouldn't be in this new journey that I am. I'm being real. You've helped my family out so much over the years, and I love you so much, like a brother, that I wish I didn't have. But
hey, I just want to get a confirmation that you don't play more than an hour and a half tops with Bobby on video games.
You know what? That's actually true.
Glad I got you.
Start at like 11 and he's done by maybe even midnight.
Yeah. Oh, he's talking to Stevie Weeby.
He just tells you, he's like, I'm done?
Straight up just goes, that's my last game, guys. Like he tells us before the last game.
He's Bobby's brother. He's fucking hilarious.
I don't know. I will not.
I love watching Bobby game.
I will not.
Watching him play Elder
Because I
Scrolls
won.
was hilarious.
Let's go upstairs.
Hey, I'm making amends.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Nothing I fucking say he believes.
No, it's
insane.
I can't call you out. You've never done eye gazing in treatment?
No, I'll try.
Okay, it's no talking, and it's staring at each other.
Can we laugh?
Of course you can laugh. You can do whatever, but it's encouraged not to laugh.
I won't laugh.
But because we're not in treatment, we're gonna add rubber bands.
We need to do this. Next episode, dude.
That's how we start the pod.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. No, let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
Somebody's definitely gonna lose an eye.
Yeah, but here's the real challenge.
Yeah.
Let's really try not to laugh.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Dude. I knew it!
All right.
We have to do it!
No, I know, but get the giggle out.
I know, there's no way.
Yeah. I'd watch this anime.
I like the Studio Ghibli, just
I
like,
know, Studio
interludes.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Studio Bobbly. What's that one?
Claymation.
That's scary.
What's what's
Van
the British?
Ho.
What's the British guys?
Oh my.
Hello, Zing Zong Zang. We've been meeting here for years. And you're late every time. We don't trust anyone from the planet.
Diapers on
Dude, but for 100 years we've had it treated.
Fuck your peace treaty.
My planet's been ravaged by space eggs.
Not our
Space
problem.
eggs. People are dying! How is that our problem? Shoot them.
No, please.
Wallace and Gromit. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. That'd be so trippy on mushrooms.
Right.
So what happened right now?
I loved it.
I thought there was no way I'm gonna be able to do with this guy.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely avant-garde, but you know, old boys, baby. David Lee, Bobby Choe. Let's give him a hand.
I love that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was a little more avant-garde than usual, but you know, I think that it you know, it's definitely has its thing that it speaks to you, you know what I mean? It's definitely sort of a little bit of an interpretive art piece, but I really you know, I think each time you watch it you kind of understand a little bit more what they're like doing, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
I don't know. Seeing them like see friendship through each other's eyes was wild, you know?
Yeah, it was definitely super intriguing.
Yeah, very, very out there. So, again, big shout out, David Lee, Bobby Choe. We love you guys. You know, enjoyed the film. Can't wait to see more short films from both of you. So
Yeah. Maybe we can collab sometime.
Yeah, baby. So, with that, that's all the time we have for you kids today. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. I love all of you. And, you know.
We got lots of love for this month.
Yeah, babe. And so, you know, may the force be inside of all of us. And also inside of you. Take it away.
And with that, we are gong.
Vote for the Donald. Trump is the man. Let's put our nation into his hands. Mike Pence and Donald make a great team. They'll make our nation the greatest it's been.
Good rhyme.
They've got the wisdom, courage, and pride. Criminal Clinton ought to go hide. They know our borders leak like a sieve. They'll build a wall that's high and strong, and it's not gonna give. All those jihadis keep their swords honed. Trump's got the answer to that problem, just send them back home. Terrorist bombings still are a threat. Trump's the solution, you wanna bet. Second Amendment guarantees peace. Firearms protect us, even the weak. Criminals love those weapon-free zones. When guns are banned, then how the hell do we fight with iPhones?
Nice.
Truth.
Now we've a choice. That choice is sweet. Vote for my man, the Donald Trump for Commander-in-Chief.
Wow. Nice.
Mike Pence and Donald.
Fuck yeah.
Shooting like stars. They love our freedoms. They'll take us far.
I love them so much.